Hi there, and welcome to day 4 of my vlogging challenge. Today what's come through to talk about is worshiping false idols. So false idols are things like money, sports stars, entertainers, actors, any human being that is outside of ourselves, that isn't a divine presence within. That is, to me, my understanding of what a false idol is. It's worshiping something outside of yourself. In my experience and my belief system, we are all created from a creator energy. So I refer to God as creator. What I understand to be true is that we all, each one of us equally, has the ability to access our divine and true nature in any given moment. Every inhale and exhale is a cycle, a complete cycle within itself. You could say a birth and a death within itself. So within each breath cycle, we have the opportunity to stop and be reborn. At any moment in time, we can choose truth for ourselves. So for me, I believe that God is within each of us. The creator energy is in each of us. And it is up to each of us individually to get in touch with that divine energy that lives within us and that connects us to the creator directly. What that means is that I don't need a middle person to connect me to that divine energy. That is my belief system. I've lived in this culture and other cultures where consistently there is a middle person between a human and God. It's usually a priest or somebody of that nature. In my experience, and I have gone to the priests, to the gurus, to the lamas, I have found them to be just as human as I am. And that as much as they may have wisdom, I was not able to access my highest and truest nature until I focused on myself completely, my own divinity, my own connection with Creator. So what I do on a daily basis is I sit with my feet firmly planted on the ground with a straight spine. I close my eyes and I imagine a beam of light going through my central channel, my Sushumna Nadi, and I imagine that light going through my body, down into the ground, into the earth's crystal core, and then up through my body, through the heart, and up to source energy. And I just sit and I feel into source energy. And then I bring it down again through the heart and back into the crystal core of the earth. And I run that energy through myself up to source energy and back down into the crystal core of the earth. Then I focus on my breath and I allow what needs to come through, come through. When I feel any fear at any time or any emotion that doesn't feel in alignment with my higher self, I know that that is an indicator of something I need to look at. I need to look at it deeply to see what is true about it or not true about it. And it is that inquiry that brings us to truth and to the divine presence that we are connected to. And that is because there is a lot of programming in our subconscious minds right now. That programming comes from our culture, our parents, our upbringing, the place we're from, the people that we surround ourselves with, our personal intentions and motivations, how much focus and energy we put into our dreams, and our desires, everything that we do has a consequence. It has a ripple effect into the greater energy of the entire universe. When we take control of that, when we understand the wisdom behind that, we can have desires, but it's better if we have the desires that are in alignment with our higher selves. Those are the desires that have a byproduct of bliss, of happiness, of joy on a consistent basis. I have been experimenting with this for quite some time, and I have realized after all I've studied, after all the things that I've learned, it's the simplest pieces that make the most sense and have the most powerful impact. Today, the piece of the puzzle that is coming through for me to share is that we don't want to spend any time worshiping false idols, thinking that somebody is so great that we need to worship them. We can appreciate their good qualities. Know that if you see those great qualities in someone else, you have the potential for those qualities within yourself. This friend that I was having lunch with today, he used to be a psychotherapist, and he told me that an obsession or an addiction or anything, it doesn't matter what it is a blurred reality between what you desire for yourself and where you're at. So it would make sense that my addiction or obsession would be with videos on YouTube, because I had a desire to start a YouTube channel. But instead of just seeking the pleasure of getting that hit of dopamine from actually experiencing people talking in English and laughing and just having a good time, I decided to act upon that and make a YouTube channel. It took me some time. I mean, that was years ago when that obsession started, and I'm just getting around to it now in 2020. So these things don't happen overnight. But the reason that I'm doing this channel now is to share with the world that you can have a connection to God, to source energy directly. And that's really, 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 really the most important thing in the universe. There isn't anything that is more important than this in my life. And I wish that for everybody. I wish that every single person could connect to source directly, to get information directly from that source energy with the best intentions in their heart. So that's my vlog for today. It's about not worshiping money or false idols of any wanting to be in the like of something human. Because we are so much greater than that. And that's what Jesus said. He said that you will do far greater things than I have done. So following in the footsteps and the actions of Jesus is amazing. The Bible, it has a lot of great information, but it's very clear about the slippery slope of false idol worship and, kind of satanic energy. You have to be very, very careful. You can create anything. The ceremonial things that I do is to focus my energy for good, to get very clear and focused. And I do that on a daily basis because there's things that I want to create. We are all creator beings. We are all made in the like of the Creator. We are all creating on a daily basis, but our creations are up and down all the time because we are not focusing our energy. In order to focus your energy, you need to know what you want. That's what focusing energy is. Sometimes it takes time for that. That's why I suggest that you control your body and your emotions so that you can call into your energetic body the things that you desire. but mostly we're putting out confusing signals to the universe, and so we're getting the manifestations all mixed up when they come back. Thank you for tuning in. I'll continue the conversation again tomorrow about how to manifest all your dreams and desires and what that really means beyond the superficial, about our birthright as humans to live our divine lives. It's an amazing experience being a human, and that's what I want to share with you all. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.